Hello again, thanks for tuning in and welcome to another episode of Outdoor Adventures with Gary. It's Sunday the 30th of March 2025 and there's now 7 Sundays until I start the Hexatrek. Starting to get excited. Big news of the week, I managed to get my French long stay visa, which is fantastic news. So I mean the only thing that can stop me now is the body packing in. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But as I said, I'm going to give it my best shot. In the UK, spring has finally landed. Last night the clock sprung forward and today, look at this glorious weather. This morning I've seen daffodils in abundance, spring crocuses, I've actually seen some lambs. That really is a good sign of spring starting. Right, so today's walk, I've actually gone on to the Ordnance Survey app. And chosen a route. It's a circular route around the Goodwood estate, which is just south, it's in West Sussex, just south of Midhurst. It's a just under 20-mile route, taking in quite a bit of South Downs Way. So I started in a little village called Charlton, and then we headed north, got up onto the South Downs Way, and then we headed west along the South Downs Way, which is where I am now, and then we'll turn off the South Downs Way, it'll be south, and then we'll head east back to Charlton. Right, let's pick it up at the start, back in Charlton about 3 hours ago. Enjoy, guys.
Goodwood is often regarded as one of the most scenic racecourses in the British Isles. Perched 500 feet above the downs, it offers breathtaking panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. Nearby, St Roche's Hill is topped by an impressive Iron Age hill fort known as the Trundle, which encircles the summit. From this vantage point, you can take in stunning views stretching across the coastal plain towards the sea, with the Isle of Wight visible on the horizon. In the foreground, the spire of Chichester Cathedral stands tall, with the creeks of Chichester Harbour beyond. This is the reward awaiting you at the end of the walk. If you're lucky enough, you might even catch a spectacular sunset. While it may be tempting to test your speed against the galloping horses, visiting on a race day isn't advisable unless you enjoy bustling crowds and congested roads. The route begins in the peaceful hamlet of Charlton, nestled just north of the racecourse. It winds through forested trails following a picturesque stretch of the South Downs Way up to Beacon Hill, before looping back through the charming hamlets of Hookway and Chilterns.
Right, let's get it on. So we're heading north out of a little village called Charlton, which is in the South Downs National Park near Eastdean, just north of Chichester. So we're going to do a circular walk which kind of circles round the Goodwood estate. It's just over 19 miles. It's going to take in part of the South Downs Way. Once we get up high, we should be able to see we'll probably be able to see out to the Isle of Wight at Chichester. So should be cracking. Spring has finally sprung. Daffodils are out, although not any here at the minute. The daffodils are out. I've seen lambs this morning. So it should be a cracking day. Right, let's just have a look where we are. Do we carry on? I don't know if you can see. So I'm at this point here, so there is a footpath. You see the footpath sign, but we're going to follow the bridleway up, and I think we go all the way up to the South Downs Way. So we're going to crack on, do a bit of climbing. This is quite a hilly one actually. I don't know if we can see on the Ordnance Survey elevation. So in total It doesn't say. That's handy. It tells me my current elevation. Doesn't say the cumulative elevation. But that's all right, we'll find out at the end. Okay, right, let's crack on. Good morning.
Morning. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's lovely, finally.
Yeah.
It's been a long winter.
You're walking a long way.
About 20 miles.
Oh, well done. Have a nice day.
And you, take care. I wonder what this was for. Stop. Danger of death. Well, it's probably a bit dramatic. Why is there danger of death in there? What's going on in there? Maybe it's all collapsing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the roof is not so good. Wonder what this was for though. Little garage there. Nice. That'd do. Lovely little place in the woods. Right, that way. Listen to that. They stopped now. It's bloody typical, isn't it? There's a woodpecker in the distance. Come on, do it again. There you go, did you hear that? I'm just going to do a 360 of where I am and just listen to this. So nice to hear the birds singing early in the morning. Right, we're straight. I nearly missed a turn then. We're going up through these woods, all the way up to the South Downs Way, which in just over a month's time I'm going to be walking, which I'm really looking forward to. So I've walked it once before, probably about 10 years ago now. I think we did it in, I did it with my ex-partner. I think we did it in five days. A combination of wild camping, and we stayed in a couple of pubs and had far too many bottles of wine and there was some cracking food along the way, I must admit. So looking forward to doing that again anyway. Right, I've got to stop saying right. Okay. The South Downs Way, and I have it to myself. So we turn west and head this way. That was a lovely climb. Let's have a look on the old map ski. So we're now on the South Downs Way, and we've got a bit of a trek along here, a few miles, which is nice. Drop down, back along. Yeah, it's quite a way on the South Downs Way. In fact, I know some of this, so this cocking down is stop it. It's that's a cracking climb up here. Should get some good views there. I do like the South Downs Way, because you can just see into the distance, and you can follow the path for miles ahead of you. So we're going down here, so I'll zoom over. Right over there, that's where we're climbing up there. And from memory, that's a cracking view from up there. That ain't a bad view, is it? Look at that. So it's official. Spring has definitely sprung, because the sheep are back in the field. I can't see any lambs yet, but I'm sure we'll spot one soon. They all look very fat. ready to give birth. There must be, oh, I think I can see a lamb. Okay, so we dropped down to a road crossing. This is the A286. To my right will take you to Midhurst. To my left will take you to Chichester. Quite a fast road, so we need to be pretty careful. But there's nothing coming, or there is something coming, but we're all right. Right, we go. Yeah, so South Downs, Hartland Downs, 7 miles. So we got a few more miles to go on the South Downs, and then we're going to head south and around, kind of around the Goodwood estate. We're over the other side now, so this is Cocking Hill. Yep, Cocking Hill. And it's pretty steep, but easy walking. But what a day! Beautiful sunshine, just some fluffy clouds drifting by. We continue heading west here, but just to the north of us here is a Bronze Age burial site called the Devil's Jumps. So I think there's a series of 4 barrows here. So let's go and have a look at that and maybe get some drone footage. Right, sorry about the wind if there's a bit of wind noise. So these are bronze. Sorry about the wind noise if there's a bit of wind. These are Bronze Age burial grounds called barrows. There's a little bit of a narrative down here which tells us about them. The image is a bit faded, but I'll have a read. It says, this group of mounds called barrows dates back 3,000 years. It is the best example of a Bronze Age 2000 BC to 800 BC barrow cemetery on the South Downs. Well, I've been past here loads of times. I never knew that was there. Archaeological investigations have shown that although many barrows contain, can't see what that says, burials, some were left empty. Excavations in 1853 found cremated bones in 2 of the large mounds, but nothing in the small outlying barrows. The alignment of this group of barrows appears to be orientated upon the setting of the sun on Midsummer's Day. Well, it would be rude not to go and have a look, really, wouldn't it? It's funny, I've cycled past here loads of times, and I think just where you're riding, you just you're going that bit faster and you don't notice these things. Let's get up on top of one and have a look. Oh yeah, you can see the excavation around. So I'm looking due west from here. So these line up with the setting sun at midsummer. 3,000 years old. Wow. It really is a lovely place to walk on the South Downs. Such incredible views. Ahead of us is Harting Down, and this is Beacon Hill, and on the top of Beacon Hill is an Iron Age fort. So I think I'm going to walk up around here, then we'll send the drone up and just have a little look of what's up there. This is not the Beacon Hill of a video I did a few months ago. That's a different one. That one's in Hampshire, and we are in West Sussex. But it's not, as the crow flies, it's not that far from here, but just another Beacon Hill and another fort. So I've just come across this little memorial, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I wondered what it was. And someone has kindly printed out and left this beside it. So it says, on the 13th of August 1940, Junkers Ju-88A1 crashed and exploded in Phyllis Wood, Traford at 6:30 a.m. following attack by number 43 and 601 Squadron Hurricanes during sortie to attack Farnborough. Oh wow. So Oblit Osterman killed. Oh, so there was I can't pronounce it, 4 Nazi airmen were killed. Bega bailed out and was captured. So whether that's I guess that's Briga. There you go. Amazing the things you come across. Let's put that back there safely so other people can read. This reminds me a little bit of the dark hedges in Northern Ireland. I wonder what this is like at night. Okay, so we've split off the South Downs Way now, and we are heading south, away from the South Downs Way. We're on just on 9 miles left to go. Feeling good. Going to stop. What's the time now? It's 12:42. I'm going to stop about 1 o'clock, make a coffee, have a sandwich, and a chill for half an hour, and then we'll crack on and finish this walk. Right, we're gonna sit down, make a coffee, test out the new stove. I've been testing out the new hat, which has got this sun thing on it, which is pretty good. Right, let's make a coffee and have my sandwich. Right, so I bought myself this new stove. So it's a little pocket rocket, but it's got the igniter on it. That's it. Doesn't weigh anything, which is going to be fantastic for the Hexatrek. Wow, that is pretty impressive. Look at that. With the little igniter. Okay, so we had a little break, had a cheese sandwich, a cup of coffee and some nuts, and some couple of mini baby bells. We're now full of energy, raring to go. So we go down this track a little bit and then we're going to head off to the left. There'll be a footpath coming up on the left. We take that and then we follow that track for a while. And then we follow that track for a while, running parallel with the road, eventually dropping down on the road. Right, we go up, we're going to cross this road and we go up this track here, up this bridleway. It's been a pretty cracking route so far. There's hardly been any road that I've had to cross. Been a couple, but not a great deal. But mostly bridleways. What are we on? Let's have a look. So we are on 6.44 to the finish. As you can see, we're going to head down now, down the hill, 160, 150, 125, 100. We're going to get all the way down to, I think the lowest point looks like 80, 70, and then we're climbing back up. So we're going to get down to about 60 above sea level, then we climb back up to the side. Okay, so we drop down to this road. We're going to chuck a right. We're going to go up the road, not too far, a couple of 100 metres, and then we turn left and head up the hill in front of us and over the top of that. About 4.5 miles remaining. So in the distance there, that's if you can see if it's focused. Oh, sorry. That's Chichester Cathedral. Right, let's see what brook this is. This is treated wastewater released here. A controlled release of treated. Oh, flip it now. Why do they do that? Look, that water is crystal clear. There you go, this is another one of those disused railway lines like we was walking on last week, the Worth Way. Not sure what this links to. Go back to Chichester, I'm not sure which railway line it was, but decommissioned many years ago, now repurposed as a leisure cycling and walking and running path. Nice. Right, we're going up there. There we go, I did promise this. So Chichester in the distance, Chichester Cathedral, panning round to the right, Isle of Wight in the distance. Start the Solent and then in the distance the Isle of Wight. Right, we're still climbing, and we're going to head past that radio tower. Only about just over 2 miles to go now. So guys, I'm up on top of St Roche's Hill, and this is an Iron Age hill fort. My God, look at the size of the workings. Incredible what was done thousands of years ago. That's the inside of the fort. We'll walk round the top. Right, finally we get to see the Goodwood circuit. There it is. So horse racing, and I guess that's where they do the festival with speed and all them sort of events. Never been there, but I'd like to go to that festival one day. I guess there's a hill climb from down below, it comes up here, not sure. Right, let's have a look at the old map ski. Right, we have got 1.42 miles to go. We're just coming back onto the trail now. I walked around the sort of earthworks of the fort, as you can see, and we're going to come back onto the trail now. So down there, that's Charlton, the little village we started at. I went up that road up there and zigzagged up onto the top where the South Downs Way is. So we've got about a mile and a half to go. Okay, so we are just coming down to the village of Charlton. I'm parked at the other end of the village, just opposite the pub. No, I'm not going to go. I would love to go to the pub, but no, I'm not going to go to the pub because I'm still not drinking. And we are on 32. There you go, 32.32k. Now today I wore my Salomon like trainer boots, and had not done my feet too good, to be honest. I think I've got some blisters, and I was thinking about walking the Hexatrek in these. Well, this style I was going to buy a new pair, but that is not good. Right, 30 miles an hour. I do believe this is Charlton. Back to where it all began this morning. Right guys, let's wrap it up there. I'm pretty toasted, to be honest. That's just under 20 miles. And it started to get quite warm by the end of the day. It was definitely shorts weather, which I never expected that. But what a cracking walk! Beautiful route. So it was more. I would say it was more of the West Dean estate rather than the Goodwood estate. I only really saw the Goodwood estate just at the end. Most of the signs I saw was for West Dean estate, but nevertheless, it was all very, very nice. So yeah, really enjoyed that. As I said, I kind of got some blisters forming, I think, which is not good. I need to have a look at that and see what I can do to stop that happening. I would rather wear lightweight footwear than big bloody hiking boots on the Hexatrek. So yeah, we'll see what I need to do. So week ahead, what have I got planned for the week ahead? More of the same, more fitness in the gym, on the rowing machine, the running machine, a bit of cycling, some plenty of weights as well. But most of all, my main goal for this coming week is to start from Tuesday, the 1st of April, to start on a much better eating plan. I'm going to fire up the old MyFitnessPal and really watch my calories. So I've got kind of 6 weeks really where I want to try and drop a bit of weight. So I'm going to be really careful on my diet. So hopefully when I report back next Sunday, after next Sunday's walk, I can say I've been excellent and I've lost a few pounds, hopefully. So there you go. Anyway, I'll wrap it up there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it, and I certainly enjoyed the walk. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. But most of all, get out, find your own adventure, but leave no trace. Take care guys.